Makakaroti Vachanam Pangulanga Yategirim Yat Kita Dhaman Bande Sigunyatainam Brahmananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Isram Hari Om Tat Sat. Today is the eve of Rama Lila. Tomorrow, Lord Ram appears. Ram is a very special avatar. In the Shida Puran, Lord Shiva tells the 1,000 names of Vishnu to Parvati. And then she says, Aka Ram Nam Tula this Tula Aka Sasanam Tula this Aka Ram Nam Radhare, that 1,000 names of Vishnu is equal to one name of Lord Ram. So Ram is a very special. In the picture of the cosmos, the transcendental world, above all the Vaikuntha planets comes Ram's planet. Only above Ram's planet is Lord Krishna's, Goloka Vrindavana. In the same Shila Purana, it says that the 3,000 names of Vishnu is equal to one name of Lord Krishna. When Lord Chaitanya went to see Sri Sailam, on the way he stopped at a Brahmana's house to take prasadam. And there, that Brahmana was not thinking anything but Ram Nam. Would you like more prasadam? He would say, Ram. Yeah, not Ram Ram. How about a little chutney? Ram Ram Ram? Only he would say name of Ram. And he was a collector. He loved to collect quotes of holy names. Nowadays we have coin collectors, stamp collectors, so many different kinds of collectors. He was a collector of slokas, glorifying the holy name. So Lord Chaitanya told him, why don't you chant the name of Krishna? And he said, I know that Krishna's name is more powerful, but my Ishta Devata, my worshipful Lord, is Ram. Also, Maharaj Gupta in Chaitanya Lila and Mayapur, Navadip, he also was a Ram Bhakta. Later Lord Chaitanya revealed he was actually Hanuman, who had come to join the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. So, Ram, we know he was banished to the forest for 14 years by his father's co-wife. His mother was Kausaya, and she was called Kaikeya. So, what she did was very disturbing to everybody. She had a boon from King Dasarat, two things she could ask. Because she had saved Dasaratha's life from the battlefield. So he said, one, vanished Ram to the forest for 14 years. Two, crown my son Bharata as king. But Bharata said, from today, you're not my mother. You may be my queen, but you're not my mother anymore. You have vanished, my dear brother Ram. So, Bharata, he said that Ram is out of the forest, out in the forest. I'm also not in Ayodhya. I'm also out. So he took up a residence outside of Ayodhya. And there he had on the throne, he put the shoes of Lord Ram. And he was ruling from there. If you go to North India, you can see all these places. So, at one time, there was a lady called Vedavati, and she did the Dasya. She wanted to have Lord Vishnu as her husband. So, somehow Ravana saw her, and he stopped and said, I am the most powerful person in the universe. I have conquered Indra and others. So please, marry me. Take my hand. I'll be your husband. I'll make you my queen. She said, I only want to marry Vishnu. Well, to make a long story short, he said, after all, I am a Raksha. I don't need to follow any rules. So he grabbed her by the hair, and he was going to drag her and enjoy her. But she had been doing tapasya for so long that she flew in the air, and she cursed him with two curses. One is that if you try to enjoy any woman without her permission, you'll immediately die. And two, a woman will be your downfall. And with these words, she burned herself into ashes. So, that leads us to Lord Srinivasa Govinda. 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 But I'll tell that later. First of all, she was kept with the Agni Dev. When Ravana came, he stole Sita, as we know, and she was protected by Lakshmana's Rekha. So when she crossed the Rekha, there was a fire. At that time, Agnidev took her and replaced her with Vedavati, who was made to look just like Sita. She became a Chaya Sita. And Ravana, he actually grabbed this Chaya Sita, Vedavati, and took her to Sri Lanka. So many things happened. Jatayu and all. But there, Ravana, he could not enjoy her without her permission. So he was trying to entice her. Please accept me. And then he had her tortured by Rakshashis. and so on. You know how Hanuman came there. Hanuman gave the Ram the ring. So then there was the battle between Ram and Ravana. By the way, Ravana, he is like the personification of lust. What he wanted, he had uncontrolled lust. I want this. He'd do anything to get that. So, we should decide if we want to serve someone like Rama or we want to serve Krishna, Ram. We have a choice. So, Rama, eventually he died. He was killed by Lord Ram. And Ram, Vishnu has the quality that anyone he kills, they get liberation. So, then Ram, he says, let's give Sita a test of fire, Agni Pariksha. So, Sita walked into the fire. Now this was the Chaya Sita, and she walked in the fire and she was replaced by the real Sita, and she was taken by Agni Dev. Later, Sita requested Ram, please marry Lila. She suffered so much for me. And he said, I'm taking the vow of only one wife in this avatar. And Kali I'll take her as my wife. So she is the Padmavati who married with Srinivas Govinda Balaji. And you know that history how he met her, and then so we may not remember who we are, but Krishna, he remembers. So he remembered, okay, this Padmavati is the Lila. I promised I'd marry her, so I married. Lakshmi came, and she was at first upset. Who is this? You're marrying someone else? I said, this is the Lila. Oh, okay, oh, that's good. And she was pacified. And in fact, she helped to organize the marriage, then she left. Because she was upset that Brigil Muni had kicked Lord Vishnu in the chest, where she naturally resides. So, in the previous Kali Yuga, Balaji married Vedavati as Padmavati. In this Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya, who is the present avatar, he married Lakshmi Priya, who is Vedavati. And later she died after 3 years of snake bite. He married Vishnu Priya, who is the real Sita. So sometimes Lord Chaitanya is worshipped with 6 hands. 2 hands carrying the Kamandalu and Danda of Lord Chaitanya, 2 hands with the flute of Lord Krishna, and 2 hands with the bow and arrow of Lord Ram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram. These are pastimes of the Lord. They are combined. they have a connection. In Ram's pastime, he banished Sita to the forest, and he worshipped a golden form of Sita. In Chaitanya's pastime, he banished himself to the forest by taking sannyas. So that's called Bonabraja, going to the forest. Grihi Thako, Boni Thako. Sada Hare Bole Thako. Hare Bole. And she carved a golden form of Lord Chaitanya, made from a neem tree that he was born under. And she worshipped that. That neem tree, Aditi, is still existing in Navadip. So we take our parikrama there. Like this, the pastimes are all connected. So Ram, he took a boon from Lord Shiva that, he, like Hiranyakashipu, except he wouldn't be killed by Deva, by Rakshasa, but he didn't ask against humans or animals, because he thought, these are my food, I'm a Rakash, I eat humans, for breakfast, yum yum. I don't need to alone to save myself from them. So, as a result, the Lord came as a human, and many devas, many devotees came as monkeys or bears and fought with Lord Ram side by side against Ravan. So, that was the way that the devotees could serve the Lord. Also, the whole city of Ayodhya, they were all devoted to Lord Ram. There are different histories of Diwali, but one of them is as Sitaram were coming by flower airplane, the whole city lit up with candles to guide the Lord. Here we are, waiting for you. We have the great opportunity by Srila Prabhupada that we can serve the Lord Chaitanya, who is the avatar of this age. He only appeared 500 years ago. Lord Ram, millions and millions of years ago. Lord Krishna, 5,000. And Lord Chaitanya, 500. So his extended pastimes are still existing in the world. His pastime was to give out freely love of Krishna without considering who was qualified, who was not qualified. Now, who would like to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? But you have a choice. If you want, you can enjoy and suffer your karma. Whatever you're doing karma, you get. So, either you take the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, or you have your karma. It's always there. So who likes the karma option? You really want? So, the same Lord, he appears, Janma, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He comes in every yuga. So Ram's coming is something very special because he was more personal. He was like a king and loved his subjects. He was not like the politicians now. They say, please give me a vote, I will serve you. Once they voted, how often they remember. So, Ram, he was not voted, but he loved his subjects. And so as a lady king, they could approach him. But he's actually the Lord. He was actually the Supreme Lord. But Lord Krishna, today I was thinking how Krishna was, Prabhupada mentioned how all the lead characters in Gokul Vrindavan are actually liberated souls from the spiritual world. They come down with the Lord. And just like the Lord, they are also equally liberated. But they only know their relationship with Krishna. Those with a parental, they think of Krishna always 1 to 5 years old, as a baby, as a child. And their friends, the main age is 5 to 10. They deal with Krishna as their friend. And all the gopis, Krishna from his 11 to 16 age, as a Kishore, that is the age when his relationship with Rama Lila and the gopis is prominent. So when Krishna left Vrindavan and he went to Mathura, all the Rajavasis, everybody, they were like almost, they stand like pillars. They couldn't believe it. Krishna left, he left. Of course, Krishna doesn't leave Vrindavan. He's there, but he was not visible. So all the qualities of Ram are equally, or more rather, I would say more, in Lord Krishna. See, Ram, he had all very nice qualities, but Krishna was even more accessible. He wasn't a king, he just was a coward boy. And people were associated with him as equal, as the superior. And so that intimacy is very rare. Like, how do you have that intimacy with around some intimacy, but like Braha or Karma or Matsya, huge forms of Lord, there's not much chance for intimacy. So, if you want an intimate, close relationship with the Lord, then it's possible as Ram, and especially possible as Lord Krishna. If you want to admire the Lord and see Him as a great personality, then His amazing pastimes as Vishnu are there. Some of the pastimes, there's some opportunity. Like Balaji gives us a chance. We get to help him pay his debt. Now, he also participated, he was also there in Chaitanya Lila. He was there it's only Mahavishnu, it's only Balaram, Krishna, they're all there. All the, so many Shaktis, so many devotees, giving out freely love of Krishna. this is so we can still give out mercy out. They left the storehouse, the treasure house. They broke open. It's still open. It's only open for 10,000 years. And we have a chance to take the goods that Lord Chaitanya has looted and give out to our friends, to anyone. So, this is the rich chance. It is how, like Radharani, she in her separation, she started talking a little mad, and she was talking to a bumblebee, and she said, "Just see, your master, he came as green as Ram. He was so attached to Sita, he cut off the nose of that poor lady Sutarnika." And like that, then Dhamma just did, and she got worried. Maybe, I criticized. So, these kind of interactions do love. They were all there in the Brajavasis. Sometimes a devotee asked Prabhupada why Akrura, he did some pretty questionable things with the Jayapataka jewel. And so he said, well, he was cursed by the Brajavasis for taking Krishna away. Therefore, he, due to his offense, he made some mistakes. When he came to Vrindavan, he saw Krishna's footprints in Vrindavan. He said, how wonderful. How wonderful. Jumped off his rod and just started rolling in the footsteps of Lord Krishna. Like that one year, we took our safari to Chitrakoot. I don't know if you've seen Chitrakoot. That was the place where Lord Ram, he spent 11 years. There's a cave there where Ram, Sita, Lakshman stayed. That place is really amazing, really beautiful. It's like the Vrindavan of Rama Lila. For 11 years, Ram, Sita, they had a very, very intimate, loving relationship. And of course then Sita was stolen, and Ram, he rallied all the monkeys and attacked Ram. And but you have to see that Chitrakoot, it's an amazing place. How Ram lived there. One time all the residents of Ayodhya, when they found that Ram was in Chitrakoot, they all walked down. They said, we'll all stay with you. Because they loved Ram. And he said, no, you showed that. And he gave them some counsel. So, if we have love, people love their country, they love their families, they love their wives, they love their husbands, they love so many things. But if you love that love that you transfer to Krishna, to Ram, if you love the Lord, that's real love. The other is not love, really. It's like love, it's lust. And so you find that in some of the last times, the Lord would be, the devotees would be amazed, like in the Brahma Vivahana Mila, Brahma had stolen the cows and the calves and the cowherd boys. So Krishna remanifested himself as all the boys and all the cows. So Balaram, he said to himself that all the girls, all the boys rather, all the cows, I somehow feel the same ecstasy to serve them as I would feel with Lord Krishna. How is that possible? Then he thought, they must be Krishna. And sure enough, they were. So, also one time, Krishna was dressed up as a woman. And Uddhava, he said, I feel the same ecstatic love as I feel for Lord Krishna to this woman. How is it possible? It must be that Krishna is colored by these clothes of the woman. And sure enough, it was Krishna. So, the love of Krishna, the love of Ram, it's something very special. Once you taste it, you can never forget. So, normally, to get, it's very hard to get. But if we follow the principle of sadhana bhakti, and then we try to improve our devotional service. We try to, if there are pujari, we try to do better puja. If there are cook, we try to do better cooking. If there are preacher, we try to do better preaching. That is called raganuga. And the level of sadhana bhakti. When we do that, then we get ecstatic love for Krishna. We start to feel ecstasy. And that also goes up some stages. And then finally you get pure love. So these things are all possible through the practice of bhakti yoga. So some people, they're very much attached to Lord Ram, and that attachment is more than any other deity. That's natural. And so there's a planet there in the spiritual world dedicated to Lord Ram. And they can go there. In fact, the whole city of Ayodhya, after Ram left, they all entered that river, and they all went back to the spiritual world. So, tomorrow is the day that Ram appeared. When the Lord comes down to the earth, it's a very special occasion. The whole world rejoices, the whole universe rejoices because the Lord has come. So, Ram's coming is something very special, and we celebrate it tomorrow. If there are any questions, I'll try to answer your question. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. So, Ram fought with a bow and arrow. He had weapons of violence. And with Lord Chaitanya, he doesn't have a weapon of violence. He has the kartals and Mujanga and the holy name and some prasadam.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, you told like if we are engaging on the service of Lord Rama, then we will be serving with love, or we'll be serving Ravana with lust. So, how to engage our senses in the Lord Ram, like, and how to control our senses. Naturally, we have inclination to fall asleep. How to fix our senses in serving Lord Ram and be away from the lust.
How to engage all these senses in the service of Lord Ram. You see, the whole system of Bhakti Yoga is meant to engage our senses in Ram's, Krishna's, the Lord's service. The practice of devotional service, offering garlands, prasadam, changing dress, bathing, the archana, or the preaching, everything is meant to engage our senses. Those in the home, they can have deities in the home and worship their deities, or they can have bhakti viksha in their house and invite people once a week and do some bhakti viksha, or they can come here and study bhakti shastri, and in that way they use their intellect to serve Krishna. So the idea is we use our senses in the service of the Lord of the senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Uchate. Bhakti means to use the senses in the service of the Lord of the senses. So, the other yogas, we try to, by meditation, to stop the senses, stop the mind. But by Bhakti Yoga, we use our senses. So, all the activities can be dovetailed. We are sannyasis, brahmacharis. We have renounced family life. But those who are grihastas, they can have children for Lord Krishna. They can raise the children to be devotees. And this way they can engage their senses in Krishna's service. To raise someone as a devotee, it's a big sacrifice, and it needs to be done. So, if someone just has a child for their sense gratification and doesn't try to liberate the child, then it's not devotional service. But if you try to, your intention is that this should be the last birth of your child, and a love, affection are given because you love your child. You want to see the child gets the very best, and you know that the best is devotional service. So you give that. So Bhakti Yoga is very natural. It's very easy to perform. At the same time, like there was one boy, he wrote to me. He said his father met a schoolmate, and they decided that he should marry his friend's daughter. So she agreed she would chant. He asked me what to do. I said, well, tell her that she has to be a pure vegetarian. No onions, no garlic. And he has to order the food to Krishna. As he told that to her, she never showed up for the interview. You know, the simple things, like someone's a vegetarian, but they are attached to onions. But no demigod, no deva, no devi, no what to speak of Vishnu Tattva, except onions. It's a cursed food, but people are very attached, and they call themselves vegetarian. So, like this, that is not hard to follow, but there are simple things that we have to avoid. No meat, no fish, no egg, no onions, no garlic. Was Tama Krishna Maharaj. He was signing a contract in China to print some book, and they offered a cake. Please take this cake. What is it? No fish, no egg, no fish, no egg, no meat. No, what is it? No, it's according to your diet. No fish, no egg, no meat. So I'm just curious, what is it? Grasshoppers, cockroaches. No fish, no meat, no egg. So, what some people eat, and they think they're vegetarian, no fish, no meat. So, if you can, these simple things, 4 things, and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then you can awaken your love of Krishna. So this Kali Yuga, this is our way to serve Ram. Otherwise we serve our lust. We serve Ram.
Whereas you are explaining about Raganuga Bhakti, if someone is a preacher, he will do better preaching. If he is cooking, if he is doing cooking, he will do better cooking. In that way, he tries to serve in a better way. But in Rupa Goswami's N-word, Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami says Raganuga Bhakti means he tries to follow in the footsteps of an eternal devotee of Goloka. How to comprehend that, and Raganuga Bhakti comes prior to attaining pure love of God. So
I said in all the stages there's Raganuga. You read the states of practice of devotional service. So there's 2 stages. And there, in the same nectar of devotion, the first stage is called Vidhi Marg. Simply doing because the Guru or the Shastra has told us to do. The second stage is where we more spontaneously do. We try to improve, we try to what is before. So that level is called Raganuga. I said all the stages, like ecstatic love, there's also a Raganuga stage. In all the stages there's some Raganuga. I was very surprised to see in Nectar of Devotion on the practice that this second level was called also Raganuga, because generally we think like you think. Raganuga is for liberated souls, very high thing. But Raganuga also can be applied for those who do practice of devotional service. That they do the practice more naturally, more enthusiastically, with a desire to please the Lord. They're not ecstatic yet. They're not reached level of ecstatic. This is an impetus for them to reach a level of ecstatic love for Lord Krishna. And this is something that we can achieve. And most devotees can achieve before they get ecstatic love. Try to do better, try to please the Lord. Did you say it's something very, very following some resident and renowned? That's when one is already at the level of prema. So that's there also. But I read about 5 times a particular word used for this level of practice is also used ragadua. You look at Nectar of Devotion, same book. Bhakti Rasananda Sindhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, the Lord's name, Rama, in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, does it represent Lord Ramachandra's name or Lord Balram's name?
Someone asked this to Srila Prabhupada, and he said, Ram, there are 3 Rams. There's Raghupati Raghava Ram, there's also Parshuram, and there's Balaram. So I can mean any of the 3. Also, of course, all the avatars are within Krishna, so I can also mean Krishna. And so, rather than if it would be very specific, that would be wrong. And if someone wants to chant Ram, meaning this Ram or that Ram, whatever they like, Ram's there and all in His name. All the Rams and Krishna are also there. So however you want, it's not that He's not there, He's there.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.